shift over to the game. We're back in some Sea of Stars. Yep, I gotta click there. Beautiful game. I can't remember anything of what I'm doing. Oh, I'm gonna need to do something about this. Two shakes while I sort this out. Hopefully there isn't too badly of an echo. Because it's catching my... Let me just quickly add a... See, the issue I'm having right now is it's recording both my desktop audio and my microphone as one audio source. Do that. Advanced audio properties. How do I add a... Aha. Audio output capture, and I want it to be a, we're just gonna call it Sea of Stars. Okay, and its device is going to be default. Okay. And then I want it to be just so now if I do that, Sea of Stars is still, no, that's not right. Still working as desktop audio. You know what? We're just gonna run with it and hopefully it works out fine. Because this is something I'll have to sort out later. Time being, we won't double up that audio and hopefully this works fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, so I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never been to this world, but the magic here feels familiar. It feels cozy and warm. Can we cook anything? Is there anything to cook? Make up one of these, that's good for the party. Yes, a couple roast sandwiches can't hurt. I guess we'll rest. Cult of the Birdman. I guess we may as well just save it. Okay, so we need to go... Glad I saved. Okay, it's been a while. I don't remember any of the controls. Skills, elbow drop. skills. We'll start here. Okay. Let's just take out you. And then we've got this. I don't have one with Sari. Strange. I guess we'll just beat up on this guy. He's closer to Daya. Sari can take him out and then ooh. What do we got here? Turnip. Parsnip, something. We'll take some berries.
Guess who's back?
Good evening, Sky. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the resub. I'm playing some Sea of Stars tonight. I hope it sounds okay. I'm having a slight issue with audio. Like fish in a barrel. This guy looks so much like Daffy Duck. Let us out. Afraid I can't do that, Rupine gal. The glass one sure is odd. You heard her. Free us or else. A bit echoey. That, yeah, I assumed as much, and I tried to fix it, but I don't know exactly how to fix it. There's a way to do it, but I think I just didn't do it properly. I wonder if I could. If I add application output. Okay, create a new. We'll call it Sea of Stars. I'm gonna do this for like every game. Sea of Stars 1. Executables. Cancel. Cancel. That's not how you do it either. Ugh. And now I think, yeah, I don't know what that is. There's a way to do it. I did it for music, but I don't know, I can't remember how to do it. So. Or else what? The sitting triumvirate of eminence has remained unchallenged for centuries. You think your low lives have a shot at replacing us? We've been through worse. Then get through this. To the gallows they go. It's all the same in the end. If you haven't seen this game before, it's a game, I learned about it on Twitter of all places. I saw an ad for it and I was instantly hooked and wanted to learn more. It's very pretty pixel art, amazing sound design, great character design. It harkens back to a lot of older games. Moderate, blunt, and arcane damage to a single target. Well, if we're gonna make it moderate, make it really big. The story's really good. There's you end up getting really attached to characters, and it's really good. I spent a lot of time in this game kind of gushing about how pretty it is. Items. Like there's just the character design. Like when we climb up, the one guy becomes a spring to bounce up. It's just things like that. And you can actively quick swap out characters for a different character to have like one of the other characters in your party versus like Final Fantasy and games like that where you have to like be somewhere specific to transfer your characters around. I do hope you're having yourself a good evening. It's Tuesday. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. And you can collect the mushrooms. Oh, there's more mushrooms already collected. And there's puzzles and whatnot to figure out. They're never like super hard. More berries. Like the guy becomes a wheel to get himself over a narrow passage. That's just cool. Ooh, more exposition. Unintelligible. A soundproof barrier. My magic can't break it. This one is not a cultist. Might be able to help him if we can free him. And when he becomes like a little crab to... Really? That was your... Not fooling me twice. Here's hoping the release mechanism is this way. That's fair. And there's lots of like cool like terrain travelings and stuff. I did learn recently about the there's a free DLC coming soon of this game. But yeah, it's like basic, just regular. It is puzzles, but it's not super hard puzzles. I say that, now I have no idea. Oh. Oh, it's just a match game. That was an interesting way to... And I think I gotta clean my controller. It's getting a bit of stick drift in it. Until it does it, I keep forgetting that it's like, oh yeah, I need to do that. Verloc, free at last. Thank you, benevolent strangers. Wind magic will help you escape the gallows. Here. The code compels me to leave the spires, but I will not forget this debt. Safe journeys. A sapphire ingot? How does that even work? Okay, so that doesn't take me there. Where do I go? Nope, I go back up. Nothing else there. Yeah, it's a very, very pretty game. I gotta go up. That's what I was supposed to do, is go up to begin with. It is pretty enough that I do, in fact, highly recommend it if you are a fan of RPG type games. Hang on one second. Okay. Oh, it's better. Not perfect, but it's better. Okay, he's doing that. He's got two. I could just do that. Start with him. I do. It does AoE, but not. Cross shot. There's one thing I have learned in the game, it is to kind of just focus fire on one character, whoever's like the strongest, the weakest type thing. Focus fire that route. Swap her for her. Solstice Strike. Do that. That takes care of him. What? I'm gonna need to. I got a party. Yes. Everybody have that. You have a roast sandwich, and you have a roast sandwich. He's got so much health. Oof. Where does this take me? Oh, out here. I don't know if that's... Let's go back in. Because there is more up here. I thought there was going to be. Hidden loot. I guess I could have camped out first and then come back in here, but do this at least, and we can both of them a tiny bit anyway. Oh, he doesn't even need that. Oh, well, I guess he's... This guy's getting it. It's because I'd hate to waste that on such a weak attack, like something that doesn't need much. That's my blade. Yes, please. Seat of the Triumvirate. Did you kill them? Not quite. What do you mean, not quite? They managed to escape the gallows. How? Their team is truly formidable. And there's one more thing, Great Illuminator. Speak. Our prisoner has been freed. Murloc? Oh, my Saint Eminence. The traps all worked, but the assassin on their team has reflexes like I've never seen. I'm sorry, there is nothing more I could have done. We went through a lot of trouble to capture Verlo. If he... Verlo won't do anything. He lives by the code. His attempt at challenging us has failed, and thus he is compelled to exile himself from the spires. The others are still coming. What then? We defend our titles. Yeah. Set up camp here for the night. The animations are just so good. And the little sound things and everything else. I'm gonna try just reducing my microphone volume a little bit to see if that helps reduce the echo, because it seems it's coming through double. So hopefully that helps. Yeah, I gotta go back in the game. You can talk to everybody at the camps and stuff through the spires, then we can do this. The Sacrosanct spires are in the northwest corner. Let's hurry. I've never been to this world, but the magic here feels familiar. I'm eager to test my new form. Hey, want to hear a story? Oh, I still have so many. Kukar the Unyielding. Here we go. Story time. Of the many events from the time of the Obeys, many consider the foundation of the kingdom in the clouds to be the most significant. It was back in the early days when the world was still being shaped. Once they had completed the islands, they started working on the travel golems. The Obeys first built Yeet and Extol, rejoiced at the ease at which they could activate them using power words. But for Mesa Island, something more was needed. A sentient golem, one that would not simply obey commands, but carry purpose. The reason was that this specific island was at sea level, but as the Obeys had seen in their dream, it needed to be propped up way higher. Indeed, in the future there would be a great flood, and for this world to survive, Mesa Island would have to remain above water. Although that future was a very distant one, the Obeys remained as selfless as ever in their dedication to harmony and balance. Thus they built Kukar, but alas, found themselves unable to give it sentience. Ever embracing the flow of things, the Obeys held firm to the belief that their part in saving Mesa Island had been played. They moved on to completing the vision they had seen in a shared dream. From the essence of the very clouds conjured the sky giants. There would come a time when the Obeys would go extinct, and it would fall to the sky giants to keep watch. They would be tasked with establishing a council in the clouds to oversee three very important things. First of which was to keep watch over the elements. While the flow was unavoidable, maintaining balance would remain a challenge unless new Obeys arose. Secondly, they would be the gatekeepers of the Sea of Stars, carefully vetting those who would seek to travel beyond between worlds. Lastly, there was the matter of the Kukar. It remained incomplete, and so they would need to be on the lookout for a wielder of magic potent enough to make the construct sentient. In the end, it was a great eagle who helped them in this. Nowadays, few are aware of Kukar's purpose, most believing it to be nothing more than an impressive feat of masonry. And even from a prophetic standpoint, there is no real way to know whether it will withstand the coming flood. But until then, Kukar's role would remain a passive one. Holding on with an ever-firm grip, it would stand tall, inspiring mortals as a testament to stoicism and true dedication. One need only lay eyes upon the construct once to understand that where it got its title, Kukar the Unyielding. The end. It's the not little, but the big bits of lore that just make me go, wow, this is amazing. That's not what I wanted. I need to rest. War card matching. Okay. Bang, 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 bang. Okay. Dang it. That's that. Oh, that one was there. Nope. First try. You want to be like that, huh? I know I didn't have enough to actually myrtlate the one, so we'll just do that. We get rid of him, and now there's just one to deal with. But seriously, if you do enjoy NES era RPG games, Chrono Trigger, Super Mario RPG, and games such as that, I cannot recommend this game enough. Oh, it's trying to do something. Okay. Oh, now I get it. I gotta roll that thing all the way back down. There we go, and then we stand on this one. That opens up those. That one's got bars, so I can't roll it that way. Down we go. Okay, no secrets there. If you time it right, sometimes you can also like get like a surprise attack. So, oh boy, lots of things wanting to happen over there. I know he's not the weakest one, but it's worth attacking the guys that are going to attack, but you can do something to their attack with. Like, no, I'll attack this guy. Eliminate him. I think the next guy to be taken out is going to be this guy. Now there's just one to deal with. Interesting. Items. What is that? Oh, it's a key item. Okay. And I can do healing on her. Again. Here, let me guess. I gotta put the crystal egg there. How do I... get out of here. Oh, it's a pad that takes me back up. Can I can go down this way. I want the loot. Spark mesh armor. And you can equip everybody really easily, and everyone's got like different stuff that they can use, and strong. Alright, we are him on the nose. There's just the one to worry about. All this for the loot. Champion's omelet. Gets you through. Wow. Tomatoes, eggs, onions, and peppers. I have so many peppers. I need to get all the tomatoes and the onions and the eggs now. Alright, let's go up and then go up. You know what? We just gonna has a little nappy nap out here. I might just give it a quick save here. should have known they wouldn't make you save out in the map world. Rainbow Conch. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna save before I find out what that is. Obsidian. The only gripe I have with this game is gold is like almost impossible to acquire. And as you play, not there, here, you find relics. There's an amulet of storytelling, which gives you 100% extra HP and an auto heal after combat. You can turn that on or off. There's Guardian Aura, for those who prefer later challenge, reduces damage taken by 30%, so you can make it so you are like 130% stronger. Sequent Flare I like, successfully timing hits and blocks causes a star flare to fly out of the character for clear as day confirmation that the input was properly timed. Recommended for those preferring stronger feedback. True Strike Pendant removes 20% damage resistance enemies have while casting. That one I have turned off. Balkan-eyed Parrot adds a treasure hunting parrot to the Vesper team, can be prompted while consulting the map for hints of things left to find. He doesn't actually help you find anything, he'll say, hey, you found everything here. So you know you don't have to go searching, or he'll say, hey, you have one less thing to find. Gold Tooth, memento of a legendary haggler known to all merchants, prompts a 10% price reduction in shops. This doesn't help as much as you think it would. Sixth Sense. In a shared state of higher focus, party members have a 35% chance to block incoming attacks. Safety layer that still allows the player to time blocks on their own. Adamant Shard. Regular attacks time themselves automatically. Guarantees extra hits for lock breaking, but reduces bonus damage from timing hit by 50%. Mithril Rod. A sturdier fishing rod that carries so much power it intimidates the catch, causing its stamina to deplete faster. Stereofilament line, made of sturdy material to offer more leeway when reeling in stubborn catches, can take more damage before breaking. Tactician's Metal, enemies have 60% more damage resistance while casting. Locks increase player damage taken by 35%. Items cannot be used in combat. Campfires recover HP up to 50% and don't recover MP. So you can make it harder or you can make it a little bit easier. And these are those things you find during the game. We're almost to level 17. Level 18, but I only have 77 gold because like gold just does not, you very rarely get gold in this game from battles, from or finding it, and everything is worthless when you sell it. New challengers have bested the spires. The Triumvirate of Eminence acknowledges your presence. So you're in charge here. You will address the Great Illuminator by title. We didn't come to replace you. Then what is it you seek? Estriste. Only one possible wrong answer, and you just gave it. Preposterous. It's not a place of anyone to stand in the presence of our god. For centuries, our people have been a gatekeeper. What you ask is impossible. Please, listen. Whoever put you up to this has gravely misled you. Estriste is no god. We built it to science. Trespassers seek to violate our laws and commune with our god. The Triumvirate of Eminence reigns supreme, and I am Starek, and I am its leader. Prepare for illumination. We're gonna start with one of these. Those were actually fairly believable sounding he's the healer. He needs to go out first. Get zooped. Moonerang again, because I can hopefully get 3 off. Attack him because he's the healer. When you identify the healer needs to be eliminated first. Can't take that. Could Solstice strike on him, but I don't think that's gonna help, so. Get zooped again. Down. That sucks. Of note, when you see 2 stars, this is for anybody that's seen this for the first time, if there's 2 stars going on your character when they're down, he'll be back up after 2 turns. She's gonna put in some big hurt. Plunge, arcane, and wound damage to a single target. The other nice thing is combos don't eat up your NP. Swap for her. We'll maybe do venomous darts to hit those 2, and then reduce damage. Guess we'll just do some deflecting. Well, he's gonna do some damage. Oh my god. Combo, ending light on us. Okay, boost his power down. We're almost at a full ultimate, so that's gonna help immensely. My dog's going crazy in the background if you can hear him. Increases timer, and then we're going to Zoop, and that's gonna be strong. Whoa. So if I do her to his, because that's gonna be a strong thing. Oh no. Combo. That's that. That's not. This is hopefully gonna be the way to. It didn't work. Son of a bitch. Oh, maybe I can. Yes. Because I think that was gonna be that. Okay. He's gonna do another weak attack. And she is going to this and attack him and do no getting zooped for you. Okay. Some healing. I'll go back to attacking the bird. Calm back down again. So we're gonna, the next person that has a lead down. No more healing for the team. Which is what we needed. We're gonna do the ultimate on these guys. That's a true terror that's gonna hurt. quick 3-minute ad break. I'm gonna just give it a moment. We'll just wait this out and see. Wait for everybody to come back. Okay, let's just keep rolling through this here. You can usually tell from what I've learned, the slower the animation of the character, the more it's hurting. So if we kind of start focus firing on Abstract now, because we know they have that really strong attack. Just a 1 to deal with. And we are going to be sitting pretty here right away. We're going to swap for her. She's going to use her Venom Flurry because there's only the 1 to attack. That's them down. And that's a level up. Do you want more hit points? An additional mana would be very nice. I haven't gotten more mana for a long time. I'm going to be at 147. With this, it'd be like 155. We'll take the mana. He could use, well, his magic defense could be a bit more. An extra mana point for Sarah would be a bonus as well. And then for Beast would be, he could be more tanky. We'll get him more tanky. We'll get him to 100 defense. I haven't found any armor from yet, so a singular mana point would be nice. 158, 20 MP. I'll level up for Carl. So this is it. Great Illuminator, I have failed you. Great Eagle. So this is how you chose to thank us. Gave you flight and you would repay us with our destruction. What are you talking about? For you to end our lives after we sacrificed what was required.
Is this irony, or does your cruelty surpass that of your partner? Airfarol.
Can't cast cutscene.
Perfect. Thank you, Aperol. Good. Perhaps now you can stop rambling while wanting natural flight. Yes, I suppose I can move on to rambling about how great it feels instead. Just my luck. Happy birthday, Rashawn. I'm glad you like it. How did you do it? I thought a transmutation spell like this required a hybrid soul. I obviously found a way, but you'll have to let me keep my secrets if you want more surprises in the future. I suppose that's fair. Oh, try this. Interesting. There's no taste, but it's impossibly refreshing. What do you call it? Ice slide. A state of equilibrium between ice and water. The final ingredient is the warmth of the drinker's mouth, forcing it to contrast by turning it to ice for about a fraction of a second. When it melts as it tries to freeze, letting you experience a seemingly ethereal temperature. Oh, I see where this is going. You still have that flask design in mind? Yes. I'm ready for another attempt at capturing the sands of time. Third time's the charm. I will accompany you. I was hoping you would say that. And if you ask nicely, I might let you fly on my back. Big if. Another lie. So he made a deal with you. Fleshmancer? Yes, many of us were sacrificed while he was working on your gift. What he offered in exchange, the power of mind magic and purpose in the worshipping of Estreste, it was well worth it. If Lord will know. This hurts you? Then it brings some measure of peace to know that you are cursed with immortality. Suffer well. What was that about? The Great Eagle. It was a birthday gift from Aferol a very long time ago. Back when he was still himself, or so I believed. I'm sorry, Rashawn. Just one more happy memory ruined. In the grand scheme of things, it's of no concern. But this does imply that his wicked deeds began centuries earlier than I had assumed. This changes everything. I must go. What? But why? My calculations were way off. It is imperative that I return to the archives and run more models. You can't just leave like that. We need your help to fix this. This puppet will help until you've seen this journey through. Thank you for the companionship. It has been refreshing. Farewell. Just like that, he Anyone in there? He left like we were nothing to him. Whatever. Rashawn played his part, made his choice. You're right. We should press on. Bzzzt. We're almost at Istriste. The teleporter at the bottom of the stairs should be functional now. Now we run all the way back down the stairs. We stop here. We rest. Teleport. Istriste's lookout. Broken handle. Yes, a key item. I'm gonna need it somewhere soon. We made it. Is this the release mechanism? Racketer. Is there another way? Step aside. He's gotta shine up his muscles. Way to go, Bist. Did it work? Yes, the Speedball Travel Network should be online now. From here we can fast travel to any of the other stations, including the one in the Skybase. Man, those things are fast! Hey, Teeks. Hey, how's it going? We're making progress, but we just lost Rashawn. What? I can see him right there. It's just an empty puppet. The real him is gone. Kind of creepy, kind of cool. Oh, hello there. That's Living Glass. Nice to meet you. I'm Teeks. Greetings. My name is Bist. Hey, so I was exploring your Repine and the speedball thing just opened up. Was it your doing? Bist brought power back. We can use it to get to Skybase. Oh, I'll tag along then. I gotta see that. I think for tonight I'm gonna save it here. I only have 25 hours into this game. Apparently it's like a 20 to 30-hour game, but I spend so much time just kind of gushing over how beautiful everything is. But I'm gonna leave it here. I'm going to see if I can figure out the audio thing so that for next time it doesn't do that, and then I know how to do it. I'm gonna write it down so I know how to do it, so when I need to do it for other games I can do it without a problem. So I don't know if there's anyone to raid to at this time on a Tuesday. It's been so long. It's been so long. I think maybe we'll just call it here. Thank you so much for watching. I do plan on coming back again next Tuesday with more of this. I want to get the audio sorted out. I'll be back Thursday night with, I might just do Minecraft Thursday night. And then yeah, we'll have the Deathcraft server on Sunday morning. I do have a wedding Saturday night again, so we'll see what time I get it going on Sunday morning. But I'll be back Thursday, so thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.